Good morning, ladies. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you 5 steps that I think will make you look years younger. What we do with our skin and what we do with our makeup can make a difference if we look older or younger, and how we're perceived by others. So I'm going to show you some tips that I think will just make you look a little bit more youthful. So if that sounds interesting to you, I do hope that you will hit the subscribe button, ring the notification bell, share this video with a friend, and watch it all the way through, because I think these are really good tips that are going to help you out. So let's get started. First thing, this is how I look without any makeup on. But what I have done, and I think is so important, and it's a must-have step that's going to make you look more youthful, is your skin prep. Just washing your face in the morning isn't enough. You need to make sure you take care of your skin. If your skin is dry or dull looking, that is instantly going to age you. So what you want to do is every day you want to make sure that you're cleansing, you're toning, and you're putting hydration on your skin. I have already applied all my moisturizers. I've applied sunscreen on my face because that is a must. If you don't apply sunscreen on every day, ladies, winter, summer, fall, whatever, if it's raining out, put sunscreen on, because if you don't, the sun's rays will cause damage, and they will cause hyperpigmentation. They will cause wrinkles in your skin. They will cause so much damage to your skin, and that's just going to age you. One of the other things that I would recommend for prepping your skin is to make sure we are regularly exfoliating your skin. You can do that with a physical or a chemical exfoliant. I love using both. I use a little bit of both. I use a very gentle physical exfoliant on my skin. Some cleansers have like rice powder or something in them, so they gently exfoliate. But a really good way is using glycolic or lactic acid. Using the acids, those will help dissolve and eat up all that dry, dead skin cells. And using a retinol, a retinaldehyde, which is what I use, or a tretinoin, prescription strength tretinoin, is going to help your skin cells turn over. It's going to help build collagen and bounce and give you firmness in your skin. That alone, taking care of your skin, is going to give you a more youthful look. If you don't take care of your skin and you're like, I just washed it and put a little amount of moisturizer on it, that's better than nothing. But if you take those couple of extra steps to try to regularly exfoliate your skin and get all the dead skin cells off so it looks actually brighter, your makeup is not going to go on good if you have dry, dead skin cells on. It's going to be patchy. If you have like dry spots on your skin because you haven't exfoliated, it could look patchy. You don't want that. You want a nice, smooth, clean canvas to work with, and that's going to help your makeup look a lot better. So prepping your skin, I think, is an essential. And one of the other things to prep your skin before you get started is a good primer. When you're older, I would recommend getting a primer that says hydrating or glowy, something like that. You don't want something that's going to be matte. Some of your pore hiding ones, they're okay if they're not drying. Make sure you look for products that don't have alcohol in them. Now, if you are more mature and you have oily skin, that's fine. But I still wouldn't want to go for a matte look, because matte just doesn't look as youthful. And one of the things that I love to do is take this. This is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Glotion. This is amazing. This stuff is going to give you a little bit of a glow. So I like using this no matter what time of year it is. And I just put a little bit on. And I do also have primers and everything. But I'm just going to put a little bit of this on my skin and rub it in. And it's going to give like a little bit more glow, because once my moisturizers all wear down, and soak in, my skin is not going to look as dewy as it would. So by putting this little bit of glowy lotion on, and it comes in different shades, I believe, so it's going to give you just a slight bit of color. Oh, boy, my lights are really... It's got a natural glow enhancer. Okay, so this is the medium coverage, or medium color. Now you can get whatever color goes for you. I'm pretty pale right now, so I wanted to give my skin a little bit of glow, but I'm not putting a lot on. So that would be the first thing, your skin prep. Making sure you cleanse your skin really well, making sure you exfoliate 1 or 2 times a week, making sure you hydrate your skin, use your retinol, do that, and put a nice glowy or hydrating primer on your skin. Once you have that, that's good. Okay, the next thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to use a lighter foundation. When we get older, the thicker, heavier foundations, those will accentuate all your fine lines, your wrinkles, your dryness, and everything. So you want to use something that's a little bit lighter, like a serum foundation. And this is one of the foundations that I really love. It's the L'Oreal Age Perfect Radiant Serum Foundation. It does have a sunscreen in it, but we've talked about this before. We don't want to use this as our sunscreen. I will list and link all of the products below in the description. When you see the description, you're going to see a little word more. Click on that, and then you may have to click on it again, and I will have everything listed and linked below. And a lot of these products I can find right on Amazon for you, so they're really easy and you can get them quickly. So with this foundation, it is definitely a thinner serum foundation. And what you're trying to do is you're just trying to even out your skin tone. When we get older, we don't necessarily need, a lot of different coverage. And I'm using a brush. This is a brush that I got that I've had for years, and I got it when I got my Josie Marin foundation, which I don't even think they make anymore, and I'm so bummed about it because it was a nice thin foundation that had argan oil in it, so it really helped my dry skin. I love this brush. It's like painting. And a lot of professionals use flatter brushes. And then I go back in with sometimes a different foundation brush, which I love. And I've talked about those before, my It Cosmetics one and different ones. But then I will also go in with my sponge and press in. And this helps press in the foundation, but it also helps lift off any excess that you have. Oops. I have a redness around my nose. They finally came and picked all the leaves out of our subdivision, so I am very happy about that. So hopefully my allergies won't be quite as bad as they have been, because with all the leaves, everybody blew all their leaves to the street in big piles, and then it rained, and they just have been wet, icky leaves all over. Okay, the other thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to conceal if you've got darkness or redness underneath your eyes, but you don't want to put a lot. So I'm just going to put a little bit, and the concealer that I'm using is the Lancome Tinty Doll. And I am in, if I could read this, Buff Neutral. Okay, and then I'm going to take my Angie A506 concealer brush. And again, you're not putting a lot on. I just put a little in the corner, and then I blend it out. You don't want to put a ton. I mean, when you're younger and you have oily skin, I know they used to always just back and forth with concealer. I always start here because this is where my darkness is, and then I'm going to blend it out. And then take my sponge and press it in. And just by doing that, evening out your skin tone but not wearing anything heavy, to me, that makes you look more youthful. When you're covering up all your age spots and your hyperpigmentation, which are signs of aging. When you're young, a lot of, women don't have, in your teens and 20s and possibly even 30s, you don't have all of that age, those age spots and everything. They come with age, so you're not going to have them. So this will help cover those up and just look so natural. And you can see how nice and natural this looks. It doesn't look heavy or cakey on my skin at all. So I absolutely love that. Okay, now I'm going to move on to eyes. One of the things that as you get older, and I mean it happens to younger people too, your skin gets a little bit thinner on your eyelids, and you can see how my eyelids are a little bit red. And that just naturally happens. So I will always use a primer, or you can use a concealer. I like using an eyeshadow primer, and I like to find an eyeshadow primer like this one from Ace Beauty that actually has some color to it, a tint to it. So it's going to help neutralize that redness in my eyes. And it's going to bring brightness to my eyes. Now, if you wanted to, if you're super, super natural and don't like wearing makeup, you could just do this and hit a little bit of powder on it, and it would be fine. It would brighten up your eyes and make you look more youthful. What I like to do is while that is setting, I will put on my eyebrows. Eyebrows make a big difference. I have blonder eyebrows, very light brows, and they get thinner. That makes you look a little bit older. So what you want to do when you get older is make sure you fill in yours. Now this, I'm not even sure if it's even still available. This is from Tarte. This is their Big Ego brow pencil. So I am just going to fill in my brows, and I will show you the difference between one brow and the other. Grab my little mirror here. And I am not an eyebrow perfectionist. Brows are not necessarily my favorite thing to do, but I do like them. And then I'm going to put a little bit of this Anastasia Beverly Hills brow through my brows. Brush them up. Okay. Now look at the two eyes, the difference, how this one over here just looks, it's there, but this one looks more lifted because your brows are up here and they're done. It makes your eyes look lifted. And what we want to do as we get older is to try to lift everything up, because unfortunately everything starts to sag and go down. So we want to lift it up. So that makes a big difference. Having your brows done make a big difference. So I'm going to quickly do this one. So we don't want to go outside with, my brows aren't twins anyways, but we don't want one totally done and one totally not. That would really look a little crazy. What a difference. Doesn't that make a big difference? My eyes look more lifted and more youthful. Okay, there's something that I always do. I have a little thing. It's called the 3 E's. Eyebrows, eyeliner, and eyelashes. Doing those, just doing those, is going to bring your eyes to life. You don't even have to put mascara on just by evening out, or eyeshadow on just by evening out your eyelids. That's going to be enough. But if you really want to make your eyes look more alive and more youthful, I would do a couple of different things. And this isn't for everybody. Everybody doesn't have to wear eyeshadow. I like wearing eyeshadow. But if you wanted to do just minimal eyeshadow, I love this little palette by Charlotte Tilbury. This is super neutral. You can see the colors that are in here. They're very soft, very neutral for anybody that wants to do just minimal makeup. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this color that's right up here. I'm just going to put this in my crease just a little bit. And you notice I'm not going directly in my crease, I'm going above because I have slightly hooded eyes. So if I put it directly in my crease right here, you're not going to see it. So we want to go slightly above. And that just gives a little bit of lift to your lashes. You could stop here and we could go on and just do the next step that I think is the 2 other things, your eyeliners and eyelashes. But you know me, I have to do a little bit more on my eyes than that. So I am going to take, and I'm going to take a little bit more of this darker color right here. And I'm going to put a little bit in the corner. But I'm just putting a slight amount. We're doing something really natural and neutral for me today. And I'm putting it in the corner. and just dragging it over. And that's it. Now I can leave it like this, but I like to put shimmer on. So I'm going to go up to this color that's right here on the top, and this is even not much of a shimmer. It's more of a satin color. So it's not going to accentuate any wrinkles or anything like that. It's just going to give a little bit of life to your lift. Okay, to your lid, great. Now, the other thing that you want to do, and I know this sounds like it's more 5 tips, but to me, your prep is one thing, your foundation's another, your eyes, as far as this goes, is another one, and your brows are another one. So doing your eyes just naturally, I think, is going to lift them. If you don't have any eyelashes or eyeliner on, your eyes just look, they're sort of there, but they don't have a definition to them and they don't brighten things up. So I would definitely recommend putting on some eyeliner and some mascara, but there's a right and a wrong way to do it. First thing you're going to do, and I always do this before, if you're putting eyeliner, which I would take something skin like this little Maybelline. This is the Maybelline Hyper Easy. This is the pencil, and you can see how fine a tip this is on here. This is one you could use on your upper lid because it is so fine. So if you wanted to do something like that, what I would suggest is only going right at the edge. And you're going to basically want to almost press it into your lashes. You're just pressing it in, and I would stop halfway. And that just gives a real soft look. And what I would do also with that is I would take and I would smudge it a little bit to give it a softer, more natural look. And you can see it has given a little bit of definition to my upper eyes, but not a lot and not anything dramatic. If you want to get a little bit more definition, I would take something like this. This is the Essence Long-Lasting Eye Pencil in Hot Chocolate. I love this because browns and grays, I do wear black. Sometimes I do wear black. But I think the browns and the grays and the plums and things like that and like dark navy look a little bit softer as we get older. But I would take this, but before I do, I guess I could put it this way. And I would tightline. And tightline is going underneath and you're pressing the eyeliner into your lid underneath. Now you're not necessarily trying to cover this whole part of your lid. You're trying to get as close to your lashes as you possibly can. And look at the difference. You can tell this eye, you can see the actual shape of the eye versus this one. I mean, you can a little bit because we put the on top, but this is just going to give you a little bit more definition. And my little trick, always let it dry. It's drying for a couple of seconds. Go back and put a second coat, because by doing that, it helps it to stay all day. And I think that just gives your eyes a little bit more lift. Then we're going to put mascara on. And I think mascara is a must, ladies. My eyes look tired and dull if I don't have mascara on. And I have lashes. I mean, you can see I have better lashes than I have in years because of using an eyelash serum. But I think using mascara makes a big difference. The other thing that makes a big difference is using an eyelash curler. Curling your lashes so they actually stand up instead of sticking straight out is also going to make a big difference. Then you're going to want to put your mascara on. I always love to use a shadow primer. This is the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise Primer. If you saw my faves and fail, I did not like the Lash Paradise mascara. It flaked on me, but the primer I do like. And just by putting a primer on, it's going to give whatever mascara you have a little bit more volume, a little bit more length. I have a sleeping puppy behind me. You can't hear him. He is out like a light. I literally just picked him up from getting his hair cut. And that's a traumatic experience for a dog because, I mean, just having someone else, excuse me, shave them and then they take the hair out of their ears. He's all worn out. He came back and he wanted to just stay right next to me. So I'm going to use mascara. You're going to start from the bottom and blink. Wiggle it into your lashes and then blink. This is just one coat of mascara on my eyes. And look at remembering what my eyes looked like before I had any eye makeup on and what they look like now. Before, they were just blending right into my skin. They didn't have any life to them. They were red. They didn't look, bright or awake. And this makes them, and it's not a lot of makeup. This is very minimal makeup. I have very minimal eyeshadows on. I just have tight lined and I put some mascara on, but it makes my eyes look awake and alive and brighter. And I love the way that looks. So I'm going to put a little bit more on just because I always put 2 coats on real quickly. But I think that just makes my eyes look a lot more alive and awake. Last thing is your lips. And I'm going to show you a big difference in different things. When we get older, our lips lose their volume, they lose their color. Mine still have, some color and everything, but okay, not the last thing because I realize I have actually 6 things, but I guess I could have put this with the foundation, but I'm going to do a little bonus one at the end. But your lips make a big difference. I think that as we get older, we need to wear color on our lips. And I'm going to show you why. If you wear something, and I bought this lipstick and I ordered it, and then when I got it, it was like way, way, way too light. Okay. If I put this on, look at my lips. You don't even see my lips. They just blend in. And to me, that's not going to make me look more youthful at all. It just isn't. It's not giving any shape to my lips. It's just not, it doesn't look youthful whatsoever. So I'm going to wipe that off. And the first thing that I'm going to do is line my lips. You always want to line your lips so your lipstick's not going to migrate or move. This is just a NYX pencil, and it's called Citrine. And this has got like a little bit of a pinky tone to it. And I like to line my lips and then basically either smudge it in or fill them totally in, because your lip liner has got more waxes in it and it's going to be longer lasting than your lipstick. Okay, there we go. Now, I brought a couple of different lipsticks up. I can use, this is the Maybelline Super Stay. I love this, and I've used it so much it's worn off. And this is one of the Milani. Okay, this Milani one is a matte lipstick, One of the things I would not recommend is using a matte lipstick. If you're going to use a matte lipstick, I always put a gloss over it. You don't want your lips to look dry or dull or anything. But this has got great color. So to me, for me to be able to use this, I love it because I will put a gloss over it. This Color Stay one, you can see that it's a pinky tone. And I'll show you both of these. You will have to forgive me. I'm having issues with my shoulder. I have a doctor's appointment next week. I already know. I had an MRI, oh gosh, like 8 or 9 months ago, and I have a high-grade tear in my rotator cuff, and I also have arthritis in there, so it's not happy a lot of times. But look at these two colors. Look how bright they are. They're just going to brighten up my face, and it's going to give you a youthful look. You don't have to wear bright red. You don't even have to wear, like the second one, the Milani one, which is a lot darker here. If you're, not used to wearing super dark colors, you don't have to wear super dark colors. And if you're warmer undertone, I would wear something that's more a little bit peachier. So this is what it would look like if I just put on the Maybelline Color Stay. Look at a difference it makes versus the one that had like no color. Just adding that little bit of pop of color, it gives a youthfulness to your lips and a youthfulness to your face. So I just think wearing lipstick with a little bit of color, even if you don't want to wear full-on lipstick, wear a lip liner and put a gloss over the top of it. And if that looks too matte, I've got this balm here. This is my little Bucks balm that I love. Or I can put some of my Skin Fix like oil over the top of it, or a gloss. But see, they look a little bit more moist and dewy and shiny, and that's what you want. Because ladies, as we get older and our skin dries out, your lips are going to look like mine, dry. I've got super dry skin, and it's hard for me to keep moisture in my lips. I mean, I am constantly using like a lip oil on them, or some kind of balm that's got cocoa butter and shea butter and just everything that I can get to absorb into my skin. So those are the 5 that I would recommend. A huge bonus to me though, this alone makes you look more youthful. But I know some people are going to say, I am not going through putting all the other stuff on. I put bronzer and contour and everything else on. But one thing that I never will go out, and this is my little bonus one for you, is blush. I just got this with the Christmas sale at Sephora. This is the LYS or Liss cream blushes, and I love these. And they're cream, and they are buildable, so you can build them up. And this looks like it's pretty intense, but when you just go tap this on, and then grab your blush brush, look at the difference that makes. I mean, this is fine. And I look more youthful than I did when I first started with no makeup on. But this, it makes you even more youthful. And I always try to start up at the back and bring it up here. And ladies, as you get older, you don't want your blush low. You want to keep your blush high, up, and back. Because if you put it on your apples, smile and put it on your apples of your cheeks, and then they go down, it's down here. So you want to put it up higher than that and bring it back. And you can see how using this cream blush, it blends out so beautiful. So it looks very natural, but it gives me that youthful glow. So that's my bonus one. I mean, I guess if you wanted to lump your eyes, everything about your eyes as one tip, then it would be prep, skin, eyes, cheeks, and lips. Those would be your 5. But I sort of separated my eyebrows and my eyelashes. But my 3 E's are eyebrows, eyeliner, and eyelashes. So I guess that could be 1, and this would be my 5th one if I did it that way. So no matter how you put it, those are tips that I think will actually make you look more youthful. So if you've enjoyed this video, I do hope that you will consider giving it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel, ring the notification bell, and share it with a friend, because I do appreciate so much all of you taking the time out to watch my videos. I cannot tell you how happy it makes me. I'm doing this. I have a full-time job. I'm doing this because I love doing it and because I love sharing my passion of skincare and makeup, and I love just sharing things and meeting new people. I've gotten comments from people and I love reading them. So leave a comment down below. If you have other tips that you think make you look more youthful, I would love to hear them. I'm game to try anything. And like I said, this is very basic look. This is like a no makeup look. I mean, I could have done this if I wasn't talking and everything. I could have done this makeup look in probably 5 minutes and been out the door. So I think this is something that is very doable for anybody. You didn't even have to put the eyeshadows on. Like I said, you could have just put a concealer and then powder your eyelids so take out the redness to make them look a little bit brighter, and then just put some eyeliner and mascara. Running out the door, your 3 E's: eyeliners, eyelashes, and eyeliner, eyelashes, and eyebrows. That alone just makes you look more youthful. Again, thank you so much for joining me today. Go out, have yourself a wonderful, blessed day, and I will see you again in the next video. Someone woke up and wanted to say hi right before we leave. Say hi, Loki. Hi, baby. Look, he got a really pretty little Christmas winter bow when he got his haircut. Look over this way. You can see the bow. He's tired. He's tired. And he's ready to go. See you again soon.